everyone, this is Tripper, and today we are playing Chivalry MW Warfare. Seems like the bajillionth video this week, unless it's not this week. But anyway, and today, I have a friend. I don't have friends usually. But yes, friends, say hello.
Hello.
This is ColonialStar. He may look like just an N star, which could mean any number of profane things that I'm not going to get into. But on this fantastic day, me and ColonialStar are going to teach you fantastic people how to use some advanced dragging tactics. Now, I have made a dragging tactics video in the past, probably my most viewed video, but I thought we might as well make an advanced tactics, just so you guys can have a more advanced ideology of the topic of dragging, like so many high-rank competitive players do, such as Colonial and myself. See, we're high rollers. And as you can see, we've got this server all to ourselves, and unlike any of my other videos, we're going to try to make this as professional as humanly possible. Isn't that right, Colonial?
Indeed.
Yeah, you heard it.
Possible is possible.
Good man. Okay, so we're going to just start off just like dragging the fuck out of each other, just let you guys see what exactly we can do. And we're going to use the most advanced shit we can. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Stop. Oh, hello.
User joined your channel.
Oh, mother of God. Messy, go away. Sorry.
Oh, wait,
What did I do?
Oh, wait. What did I say?
Do I need to leave?
Yes, you need to leave.
All right, so Colonial just wrecked me. And he was using some absolutely monster tactics against me. We're going to try this one more time. In fact, Colonial, chop my head off. Go on, you know you want to. Come on now.
Lost you.
Not everyone gets this opportunity. Head.
User
Yes.
left your channel.
You missed, but whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the Vanguard. We're going to do another duel, maybe one or two more, just to show you guys what's going on. I realized in my other dragging video, I wasn't really showing you guys some just regular duels with drags. Colonial is probably one of the best people I've seen for drags. Mother of God. I'm also the easiest to fucking fool as far as drags go. Mother of God. Okay. Fugly. And just for kicks, I'm going to show you a man-at-arms with Dane. Just
That
for
dude, Dane.
funsies. Hmm?
Dane Axe is amazing with drags.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in fact, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. Yeah, Colonial here makes some awesome montages, one of which is just chock full of this weapon. And you guys should watch them, like now. I'm going to link that shit in the description. Ow.
Oh,
Okay.
And, best drags to use against men-at-arms are definitely LMBs or side swipes. Just because men-at-arms can be very dodgy, and LMBs cover a lot of ground. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
definitely helpful.
Yeah, when you guys see me in just random duels, you probably notice I get killed a lot when I'm man-at-arms dealing with LMB drags. So Colonial is spot on there. All right, so now we're going to actually get into some tactics. I'm going to go over the basics, just a general overview of what I covered in my regular dragging tactics. So Colonial here is going to be the proverbial practice dummy. No offense. But I'm just going to show you the basics. So the basic stab drag is basically trying to make half of a D with the weapon, all right? So what you want to do is try to get around your opponent's block. All right, I wasn't doing it pronounced enough, as I should have been. It's basically, he was just at the edge of his block at the time. Oh, fuck. You see, damn. It helps the Colonial. It's a really awesome player. Okay, there. Got it. Okay. Let's try one more time. Show again. So the D-strag, you also have to move into it and use your feet, right?
Footwork.
Footwork. Footwork is
Watch
king.
Tripper's video.
Yes, watch my video. All right, let's try that one more time. Remember, you have to use footwork, and the knight is actually kind of difficult to do this with. It's a lot easier with the man-at-arms. In fact, chop my head off. Oh, that worked. Still chop my head off. Good man. So it's easiest with the man-at-arms because they have the fastest weapons, they're the most pokey, and it's what I use the most. Also, it's also
of
plausible. It's also plausible with the Vanguard. I can do it with this weapon. Yep. Okay. As you can see, it's really easy to just strafe right around, especially if they're not moving. Now try to follow my weapon and actually block it this time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Whoops. One more time. You see, if you follow the weapon and you actually make an effort to block it, you can get it most of the time. It can still get past sometimes, but as Colonial is showing you, if you remain aware, you can probably block half of them most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. All right.
Still getting me.
Yeah. So that's the stab drag. Now the LMB drag, just regular slash drag. Let's try this. I think I can do this with the Dane axe. All right. It's basically starting your attack whilst you're looking to the right of your opponent. And as Colonial bob towards. And then pulling it towards them again. Something like this. Trying to get them to block a bit early. Okay? Sort of like that. Helps if you're actually able to hit them. Okay, one more time. There you go. All right. It's the same with every class generally, these basic tactics. Chop my head off again. I want to show you guys the overhead drag with my friend, the Messer. Now, the Messer is probably my favorite weapon to drag with because it's so damn slow. But actually, Colonial enlightened me just a few moments ago that the longsword has about the same dragging potential as the Messer. Isn't that right?
Yes, that is very true. Statistically, the longsword has a longer release time, which is when your weapon deals damage. Therefore, it would it would make better for dragging because it's slower. But Messer has some wonky animations, so definitely feels a lot slower.
What he said. So yeah, the longsword. I used to think the Messer was way better, but as you heard, the longsword and the Messer have about the same dragging potential. But the Messer has just more wonky animations. Now I'm going to show you guys the dragged overhead with the Messer. It's the same as the dragged LMB. And that was a really good example of dragged LMB. Now I'm going to show you a dragged overhead. About the same. You look up slightly, you pull up, and then pull down as you're hitting, like so. And this one is probably the easiest to block of all the others if your opponent isn't like directly in combat. So let me try just that. Oh shit. Okay. So let me try to hit you with this. And then try to overhead like so. And that almost hit him. So overheads are pretty much the hardest to make. So let me try this again. But they're much easier if you jump them, because it basically makes the path another foot. All right, so that's all we're going to talk about the basics. If you want to know more about the basics, watch my dragging tactics. I think it's like 20 minutes worth of this stuff, and it's really good. But we're going to focus on the advanced stuff right about now. And Colonial is going to help me explain this stuff. But we're going to begin with something called the shoulder drag. All right?
Yep.
So the shoulder drag, to my knowledge, is essentially the same as an overhead drag, except you direct it towards one of the shoulders. All right, so let me try this. Okay.
There, that was a really good example.
There you go. That was basically a shoulder drag. It about hit his midsection shoulder area. And it's like an overhead drag, except you kind of weave out and then back into his shoulder blade to try to hit him there. Yeah, you show me it, actually. I'm going to look in third...
Okay.
Shit, I can't look in third person. That's okay. You show me it. I'll see what it looks like from your perspective. From my perspective.
Oh, well, are you going to parry?
Yeah, no, you can hit me. Hit me. Hit me once, and then I'll block. All right, so that's what it looked like. It basically looked like the blade was making a C. I'll do it again. All right, this time I'm going to try to block it. I'm going to show you guys how to deal with it. All right, go ahead, do it. When you do it, it's unlike other drags. If you block way too early, you will probably get hit. But if you block just slightly too early, if you direct your block into the blade, you can still kind of block it. Now, that was way too early. All right, hit me again. There you go. So those are some very good shoulder drags. I'm going to try to show them one more from my perspective. And that was just at the end of a block. So you see, they're not that difficult to block, but in the heat of a battle, they can be lethal.
Yes.
And they're very, very effective. However, The next one we're going to teach you is a bit harder to block if you're not expecting it. It's called a foot drag. And the foot drag is a little like the shoulder drag, except you are aiming for the foot. Some of you have probably come across this in duels with high-ranked players, where they will drag it, and they will bring it all the way down to your feet. So let me show you guys that now, without missing completely. It's kind of hard to make if you're not used to it. I'm not that used to it. Colonial does them very well. Let me try this. That was something like it. Let me try to get it just the tip hitting the feet. But that was more of a shoulder drag. All right, one more. Almost. Okay. There you go.
There you go.
All right. That's a good example. Now you hit me with a couple.
Okay.
This is how it looks like from my perspective. You see, it looks like it's not even going to hit me, but he weaves it back in just at the last second to hit my foot. All right, let me try to block it now. This one is about as easy to block as the shoulder one, except it's a bit less forgiving.
And if you want to really get advanced and do some crazy moves, you can do a repos foot drag, which will mess with people a lot. So throw an attack at me, Tripper.
Yep.
I missed
time.
there.
That's fine. Now, yeah, if you guys saw what he's talking about, it looked like he was striking at a 90-degree angle from me, but he brought it in such a wide arc and a big motion where I wasn't even thinking of blocking. So it's a very good tactic.
And also with the repos, some people, when you're in the heat of a duel and people are trading hits back and forth, if you throw a repos drag, that will definitely hit people. Foot drags
Absolutely.
are like, they're more of a, you can hit them a lot more, they're much more effective, but they deal less damage than a shoulder drag. So for the longsword, for instance, it would take 3 hits to kill someone with a shoulder drag, but it would take 4 to hit them in the feet.
Bingo. You heard it from him. That's some very good information, guys. When you hit the people in the appendages, I think I mentioned this in my beginner tactics, appendages take less damage than upper body. So Colonial is spot on there. All right. So the final advanced drag, in fact, the second to final, I'm sorry, we have 4. The second to last is the Waterfall. Now this is a very interesting take on the foot drag. It's a foot drag, except it's the alternate strike. So it kind of throws your opponent for a loop. However, that also makes it much harder. As you can see, I can barely fucking land one. Him, on the other hand, yeah, he can do it whenever the hell he wants. There you go. So it's weird because you're expecting the blade to come at the regular angle. But when it goes over your shoulder, like, what the hell? Where did that come from? You trying on me a couple more times? Colonial is way better than me at these some of these advanced tactics. Very nice. Yes, as you guys can see, it's a lot like the foot drag in the fact that it weaves in and out, but it's in the opposite side. Now, you guys might think this is very simple, but it can be really confusing if you've never seen it before. And if you guys didn't know, the way we're doing it in a simple sense is just alt, overhead, and foot drag, except the opposite foot. Now, let me try that one more time. However, the enemy's expecting it, it can be really easy to block, just like the shoulder and the regular foot drag.
You can even try to fake your opponent out with footwork. So let's say I'm about to run in and just do an overhead to Tripper. If I pretend to do that, except then I go to the other side, and then you hit him with the foot, that will definitely throw some opponents off.
Oh, damn.
You can either switch up whatever side you want.
Yeah, bingo. It's really a bit of a mind game for the most part. Heals.
That is very true. Drags, dueling with drags and no feints, it's essentially just mind games. If you can outsmart your opponent, make him keep guessing when to parry. That's practically it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I forgot to mention this in my basic dragging tactics video. Just the fact that drags are essentially all in your head. And that was beautiful waterfall. Yay, I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, so the final advanced dragging tactic I want to talk about is called a Z-stab. Now, the stab I taught you guys before was something like that, right? It can be, it's like a 50-50 thing. And that is the simplest form of a stab drag. However, the Z-stab is a bit different. It takes advantage of the fact that drags are a mind game. Why don't you show me it first, Colonial?
Okay. So the point of it is to fake your opponent out. So it's using what Tripper first showed you is doing the half D and going into one side and faking it that way and going to the other. So the opponent will look at your weapon that way thinking we're coming this way, but you'll fake it going the other way. So for instance, try to parry this.
Alrighty.
You can go like that
Holy
and then hit
shit.
them. Or you can go like that, same thing. Or sometimes you can even fake the fake and go right
Fake
back.
the fake.
Fake the fake.
Yeah. So it's all in
It's-
precise mouse movement, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me try to show them that. All right. So it's basically it's essentially a faking a stab. All right. Oh, almost did it.
That was good.
Oh. There you go. Yes. All right.
There you go.
Alrighty. You try it on me one more time. And I'll try to block it. Alright, so it can be blocked, but if you just see it for the first time, it is definitely a bit of a curveball. Alright, do it one or two more times to me.
Okay.
Just to show them. Oh, snap. Yeah. If it's fast enough, it can just go straight past your stuff. Yeah, so that's it's a really effective dragging tactic. Just to throw people off. And just like I say in my feinting tactics, and I think I said this in some other tactics videos, don't use these don't just keep using the same one. Like, don't keep Z stab dragging or keep waterfalling. Keep a variety of moves in your repertoire and use them as you feel they're necessary.
Yes.
Yes.
Like you can pull off some crazy combos if you say, for instance, you could start off with an excelled an excelling drag left mouse button, and then come into you start with an excel, then you come into a regular overhead.
Damn.
That will definitely throw your opponent off because he'll be like, oh, he's swinging really fast. Let me panic parry, and then you can take advantage of that with the overhead drag or Z stab, anything really.
Yeah. So comboing them is very effective, like you just said. But using the same one over and over again doesn't usually work. Let me try what you just did. Okay, wait, that wasn't at all what you just did. Let me try that again. Let me try that again.
I parried too early.
That was completely different. Go heal yourself.
Yeah, let me heal before I die.
Okay. All right, one more time.
Yeah, that was it, except I was expecting it.
Yeah, he was expecting it. There you go. All right.
And if you notice your opponent's expecting your drags, instead of delaying them, you can also excel them.
Accelerate.
So, for instance, he's going to think I'm going to do a regular shoulder drag. I can just look straight down and attack. And it's extremely fast, and it will catch him off guard.
Bingo. So variety is definitely key with dragging, and they can win you a lot of duels. All right, so those are all the advanced tactics. We're going to show you guys a couple more duels of us utilizing these. And let's do it. Do 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 do. Fuck me. I'm going to throw in a rainbow here or there because it's the only fucking advanced tactic I know. Oh, fuck. Very nice. All right, I'm going to do a Zweihander round. Because this wouldn't be a dragging tactics video without a Zweihander. Couldn't have it. All right, let's do this. Let me get you. Oh, very nice. I was trying to do a stab drag. Got me.
Yes, my lord.
All right, I think one more duel. And we'll have taught these whippersnappers.
Ooh, the Danax.
Danax, god damn it. Guys, I realize the painful truth that I haven't won a single one of these duels yet. Okay. That's because he is just playing definitely a better dragon than me. And
I play way too much.
You're only 3 ranks higher than me. But hey, there's my excuse. Ah, fuck! Very nice. Oh, well, that was good.
I could go Vanguard and show some one more duel.
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, yeah, go Vanguard, pick like a long weapon. You can maybe show me one of each things we talked. Oh god, he exploded. Okay. Where you at?
Go on. All right. Now the great sword is a very mediocre weapon. It's balanced in everything. It has good stab drags, it has good Z stabs, it has good regular drags, and it's also fast. So, with this weapon, you can use that half D stab that he was talking about in the beginning very well. Only because the stab has such a release time, a long release time, that you can drag it like crazy. Like, it's just ridiculous how many times you can fake out the opponent.
Like, from my view, that thing is going right past me.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
Insane. All right, so fight me with that. Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll just get it on. Ow. Oh my god. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Oh, God. Very, very nice work. I think that's all we have to talk about. Colonial, any residual points?
That's about it. Covered everything.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something from this advanced tactics video. Let me kill you! Thank you. Makes me feel a little bit better. Okay. All right. If you guys enjoyed it, learned something, like, favorite, subscribe, definitely check out Colonial's channel. I would be remiss to say his videos aren't absolutely amazing. He makes some great montages. He makes some good tactics videos of his own. You guys should check it out, absolutely. And he definitely gave some great input. Thank you so much, Colonial.
Thank you, Tripper.
Yeah, I love you. You know.
I love you too.
He's my bae. Okay. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you guys next time. As always, have a grand day.